We are live. Oh, what's up, guys? You guys hear me? This is a different way of live today. There's nothing I can do. Yeah. Work though. Yo. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, dude, I got the wonkiest setup right now. So I really wish I could edit my background, but I can't even do that. So yeah, I don't even know how to do anything in this setting, like share screens or whatnot. So this is the best we're gonna do, I think. Two of you guys in here, hit that like button. Don't forget to do that. So you get me in the green screen today, guys. So yeah, let's get it. I got a couple lineups in here. On DraftKings, I do have my FanDuel stuff pulled up as well, taking questions from everything. So yeah, I know we're gonna look at some top stacks here in a minute. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Did everyone get the link in the chat? Guys, general tab in the Discord. General tab in the Discord. Like, why is it that difficult? I don't understand. I'm muted. I'm muted. Can you not hear me? Hello? Hear you loud and clear, guys. You guys hear me now? Good. No, I'm muted now. You guys good or what? Oh, I might go muted. You guys hear me now? So tell me if I'm good now. I might not be good when I click off the screen. Maybe not. Can you guys hear me now again? 4 of you guys in here. Let's go. Hit the like button. All right. This is a real. I had to go live without the restream today. This is straight off YouTube. So we're looking at the slate today, guys. I know you want to talk some MLB. I hope everybody can hear me. Ooh, we got questions coming in. I'm actually going to move the screens. I need to move this screen. Instead of looking left, I want to look or right. I want to look left. What's up, guys? Yeah, you're good. Let's go. Hey, how's it going? Steel, what's up, K9? K9 had a nice win earlier today. Let's go. Let's go. Sharks. I think Sharks hit the cash line too as well. Nice hit. Nice hit. I wish I was in the cash line. I went with Hernandez and it was over, real quick early in the night, early in the day. All right, let's start going over the slate today, guys. I posted my top stacks, my my pitchers today. I think it was pretty self-explanatory slate. It's very small, it's 7 games. We do have a few weather concerns we should probably go over. We'll start with that. We have rain in the Washington Colorado game is yellow orange. So it's going to start dry, but I think it's not going to end. That's what I got here. The weather report. We do have some rain and wind in Boston as well. Let's see, a few more showers in Boston, but likely fine. Okay, maybe a late start there, and Washington, Colorado game. Just check back before lock here in a little bit. We got an hour, guys. So hope you guys are in here. Guys, hit that like button. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're gonna talk pitchers in MLB here. Should be a very easy show, quick show. Any questions, drop them in the YouTube chat. I do have the YouTube chat up on my screen here, so I can see that. Sorry for my background issues and streaming. So that Colorado game, I usually fade Coors more. I do like the Colorado side more if you're going to attempt to target that against Corbin. For pitchers, I'm pretty much, Peralta's grading out now as the top guy. He's going to bring some ownership at 50% ownership. Giolito as well in that Cubs game at 55% ownership. Those two guys separate from the pack. They're the top 2 guys. That's why they're seeing over 50% each. I'm going to load up on both lineups for both of them. I haven't quite built a lineup yet per se, but they do stack well with like a Milwaukee Brewers that I talked about in my top stacks article today. What's up, Charles? How you guys doing? So I think we don't want to get different at pitcher. I mean, if we do want to get different at pitcher, Hendricks and Nestor are on the slate. Nestor's going up against a couple tough bats in Toronto, but there is a lot of strikeouts there. So I don't mind the strikeouts. It's 5.5 prop for 4 strikeouts on Nestor. He could get 6 or 7 strikeouts. I do see that. So maybe that's a little low on the prop. Hendricks against the White Sox is another guy at 7.4 on DK. It's possible that he can get there at 7.4 for his price tag on DK. I'm checking his price on FanDuel as we speak. No, I never make lineups yet. So I don't even know if I can work these 2 top pitchers in, but I do like the value with the Brewers. I do like some of the one-offs of the Dodgers, maybe a 2-man stack, like do a 5-2, maybe Brewers 5, Dodgers 3 or 2 type stack, because that's how you're gonna get these top guys in. So pitching on FanDuel as well, I wanna make sure we go over that. You got Peralta at 8.88K, 24%. I think that's too low. You might as well grab him. People are going for Dylan Bundy at 14% ownership. I get it's Baltimore, but I actually kind of like stacking against Bundy today. If you guys want another cheap stack, we'll talk about that in the stacks. Hendricks is cheap over there as well, in low owned on FanDuel, but I don't think you got to go there. I actually probably like the Peralta or Gio lineup on there. I think pitching is easy. I don't mind Gomber against Washington. I mean, I'm not gonna ever play Gomber, but like I think he can get Washington to strike out, or he can keep the runs down, even though it's in Coors. So yeah, so we got that going on for us today. And pitching is pretty. I don't think I'm going to play anybody else but Peralta and Gio. So let's just move on to stacks, guys. Any questions? Skanks for stacks. Yeah, I think I talked about those guys in the Boston and the Brewers being the top stacks of the day. Um, so let's look and see about updates, because I wrote the article today at 3. I should put a timestamp on there. But Brewers are still coming out at the best. Then Washington is now past Colorado. It was Colorado, then Washington. Dodgers are still right there with them. So that the Dodgers are very comparable at low ownership to the Coors game stacks from the percent. And there's some weather concerns at Colorado for that game to finish. So, I think the Yankees kind of popped up a little bit too. So, as a ceiling stack perspective, we still got Baltimore as the top value. One of the top value stacks is a point per dollar stack. In the Twins there, and then the Brewers. Washington's still cheap too. So, let's look at ownership quick on the Yankees. I wanted to see where they're coming in. They were high earlier, guys. That's why I was kind of off them. If the ow, what happened to this? They kind of dropped. They were coming in a lot higher earlier today. So maybe Judge at 7% is definitely a good play. So Kevin, I think you can go with some of the Yanks, especially if they're 7%. Rizzo's expensive. I think Stanton is a little bit coming at 11%, but I don't mind him in that spot. They're projecting good for ceiling stack at lower ownership. Boston, I do like a lot, but their ownership's so high, guys. I mean, you got Bogarts coming in at 22%, Devers at 21%. That's high for 7-game slate, guys. And they're expensive, so they're not that bad. I mean, a couple of these guys are 5K. Story went over 4 yesterday. He could have a good game today. He's 16% ownership. So I mean, you got Hernandez in the outfield at 3.7, Vertigo 3.6. You got a couple of these guys cheap. Vasquez at catcher's batting 7th, 3.3. Who's the lowest owned stack on the slate? Oh man, let's look at percent owned. Go with the lowest owned stack. Probably anybody that's going against Gio or Peralta. So a Cincy or Cubs stack would probably be pretty good. I think Baltimore is going to be the sneaky one today, actually, which I kind of like. I really want to get some of these guys in. They're not that sneaky, but like you're going to need some of these cheaper guys like Mancini. He's coming at 18%, but he's not sneaky. But like Santander at 2%. You got Hayes in the outfield at 3%. You got Mullins at 5%. I think some of the combo of these cheap outfielders for Baltimore might be a way to go. Your cheap catcher Cronus at 5% owned for Baltimore. You do make a 2 outfielder and a cheap catcher stack to go with those Brewers like Tellez, first base, Wong second, Adames at shortstop, Yelich in the outfield, and combo some Baltimore in there. Yeah, I like that steal. That's not bad. Wind is blowing in. Let's check a weather report out for that game. Good point. I usually don't factor that because projections factor that already. So Baltimore grades out just based on point per dollar. Yeah, it's blowing in, but it's only 8-mile-an-hour wind, and actually drops to 3-mile-an-hour winds later in the game. And it's decent temperature, guys. It's 70 degrees there, so that's a warmer game tonight, I think. So, Red Sox is a cold mid game, 50 degrees, blowing in as well, 4 miles an hour, so not a factor. I think the Brewers game's in a dome. The Cubs game's blowing in, so we want the White Sox pitcher there. The Rockies game's blowing in at 11 miles an hour. The Dodgers, though, at 70-degree temperatures is blowing out. Let's talk about the Dodgers. They're probably going to be in my main lineup tonight. They are coming at 1 to 2% owned. I don't know why Alex Wood is a good pitcher, but this is the kind of slate where we take things down when we play the Dodgers and no one else does anything. So I really do like them. Maybe combo with the Brewers. Boston's high owned. Yankees are down on ownership a little bit, so maybe you go there. They got power bats, guys, power bats. So I'm looking at some of the power bats today. Soto's going to be high owned. Crone's going to be high owned. That Washington Colorado game, I don't like the weather there. It might not finish, but weather didn't scare the people in the Cardinals game earlier today, and they came in very high owned in the early slate, and they scored 10 runs. So don't go too crazy with the weather. If I missed your question, don't worry. I'm going to try to get back. Thoughts on Depp versus Heard trial? We might talk actors. I was going to joke in there earlier in the Discord and talk about we're going to talk about actors today and movies and stuff like we've been in the Discord. So, don't forget to get in the Discord if you're not, guys. So yeah, who are your top 3 power one-offs? Ooh, I like that question. If Judge's 7%, I do like that as a power one-off. Especially if he's 7%. Yeah, and he's probably the third best projected player on the slate today. I would say Mookie Betts at 6K is another guy that's got some power one-off. He projects really well. I would say, Yelich in that the Brewers game, but he's coming in really high. Yelich is 36%, guys. That's really high. He might be the highest owned guy on the slate. Yeah, he is. Miranda's coming in at 2K for third base. I do like him at 25% owned. He showed some upside yesterday, guys. Oh, pitching wise, you want to know some more pitchers? In my article today, guys, I talked about not doing anything crazy. Hendricks could be a cheap play if you need a play in that same game. You maybe want to do Peralta in Hendricks combo. I wouldn't recommend doing the Gio and Hendricks together in the same game, but you could. Hendricks coming in at 8% ownership is 7.4. I don't mind that. Bundy's projecting well against Baltimore, but he's 32% owned. Do you really want to chance him? He did get rocked last time, so maybe he's got 10 strikeouts on him this time. You never know. Baltimore strikes out a lot. I'd rather take the cheap Baltimore hitters. Pitching wise, it's small slate. If you really want to take a shot, Baltimore's your best leverage stack against Bundy if he's really 32%, or taking the Cubs or Cincinnati Reds. But I don't like that game or the matchups. So I really think attacking Bundy's the best bet on this slate. Cortez would be a great low owned 12% pitch at 9.9K. So take Gio and Cortez. Go with the Brewers is a good combo, I think. I think you're getting it different enough with Cortez. And I think maybe you should throw 3 cheaper or lower owned bats in to go with that Brewer stack. Because if you're going to pay for almost 10K for each pitcher, you're going to need some of these cheap guys, maybe Miranda one off, some of these cheap Brewers in there, I think. Goslin rates right behind Bundy at 8.6. San Francisco has been a decent team. They're like the top team in the league. I think their record's pretty good. They hit the ball occasionally, but yeah, he's 6% owned. He's only projected for 12 points, 4.5 strikeouts. If you want to get different for large field, I don't mind it. I don't actually mind Kikuchi against the Yankees. 3% owned. He has some strikeout upside because the Yankees strike out a lot. Mohana really did work on him yesterday. So, I don't mind that play. I mean, he's only 6'3", and he's great to fit some of these expensive bats. And we got today the Dodgers, Toronto bats. If you want to, Boston bats are a little priced up. Toronto bats are not awful, but they're going against Cortez. They're going to be super low owned. Springer one off, maybe Vlad one off at first base. You guys want some power bats. Those are the guys that are going to get it done. You got the Angels today too. We haven't really talked much about them against Boston. Um, they grade out there right. They grade out there okay right behind the Sox and the Yankees. I think they're viable. I think you got power bats and Otani and Trout there. I think they can score some runs. I mean, Whitlock's not good. They're very low owned. I would definitely go with the Angel stack. I could end up on them. They're actually kind of cheap. Marsh is in lineup 4-3 leadoff. First base Walsh at 3-8. Yeah, they're kind of cheap guys. I wouldn't mind that stack. Vasquez at shortstop, get different. Wong or Urias? Well, let's see who grades out a little bit better. I wish I could share my screen. I don't know how to do anything with the YouTube, like to show my background as something cool, or how the hell to use YouTube streaming. So I do apologize for this today. I would show my screen. I got all this stuff up. I like Wong probably the best, but I think if you need a different position, I mean there are different positions at DraftKings, at least. Um, how are we stacking the Dodgers? That's a good question. Well, I'm gonna lock Gio and I'm gonna lock Peralta in. Then I'm gonna go grab 5 Dodgers. Let's see how easy this is. I'm probably gonna want Will Smith in that. He's expensive. He's projected to bat fourth though. Mookie's very expensive. Trey Turner's very expensive. I love Freddie Freeman. Very expensive. And then we got to kind of figure out where we want to go next with our last guy. And maybe we just let the optimizer do some running here and see what we get and see what kind of value bats we got. I kind of think I might go with a 3-man stack of Dodgers. Oh, actually, I kind of like this. So it gave me like a 3-man twin stack to go with my Dodgers. Miranda, because he's 2K at third base. I don't mind eating that chalk because I have a Dodger stack that no one has. Trevor Larnach, 2,500 batting cleanup for the Twins as well. I didn't talk about the Twins, but they do grade out right away with in the point per dollar right there with the Orioles. So the Orioles and the Twins are the top 2 point per dollar stacks today that I got. The Brewers are the number 1 overall stack for ceiling. And the Twins don't grade out that bad. They're a good stack. Baltimore's right there. They're about the same. So maybe that's what you do. We got Trey Mancini in the outfield batting 2 spot, 2,700. We got outfield. We got Daza for the Colorado game. I don't mind him with a couple one-offs. Miranda there. Some Angels cheap guy batting 6. Rojas 2,500. Lane Thomas 7 for 2,500. Nick Gordon for the Twins as well 2,100. The last guy we want, Alberto's batting 9th, presumably we don't have the lineup yet. Okay, we do now. Lux is in. Okay, that helps. Because I was trying to build a lineup with I don't know who the 4th guy was going to be. So if I look at my who's in for the Dodgers, I haven't got Betts, Freeman, Turner, Smith, Muncy, Turner, Justin Turner, Bellinger, Taylor, Lux. So we do have a little different lineup than what we originally had. Lux is now second field, outfield eligibility. So we got that for a stack possibility. I don't mind that. Did I miss any other questions? Nope, I answered all of them. 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. I don't mind that. The thing about it is you don't have to get too crazy with the Dodgers because they're so low owned that I think that yeah, you can stack the top of the order guys, but you're going to be paying 5-6K for these guys is the only issue. I got 3 5K plus guys in my lineup. It's kind of tough. And second base is a weak position, right? Is it weak today? And the Muncy, Lux, Wong's there. He's not that cheap though. Let's see to try to get the Baltimore guys in this lineup. How do you feel about a 3-3-2 with LAD, Minnesota, and Baltimore? I like the three teams that you have, but I would never. The data just proves to me that 5-man stacks are where it's hot, especially today. Like, yeah, if we could guess the 8 homers today, you're probably going to win. But I don't know who's going to hit the 8 homers today. It could be Miranda, could hit one. You could have a couple Dodgers. You could have the Baltimore Trey Mancini hit one. I just don't know where they're going to go. So I like to get all the runs. If Dodgers score 10 runs and no one else does anything today, then we're good. Dodgers could score 0 though. They haven't really been doing that well. So for their prices, they're probably not good, but they still project as an all-star team. So I don't mind attacking Bundy here. We got 2 cheap outfielders in Santander and Hayes. I don't mind. They're batting 4 and 3. I mean, that's 3 and 4 combo. Both guys are 3% owned. I mean, this stack is just like, if this goes off, it's just going to be insane. I don't really have enough money for this stack, actually, to be honest with you. I can't make it work. I need more than I need. Those guys are too expensive. By like $300, I might actually be able to make it work with Mancini. So close. So I'd have to get rid of one of these 4K dudes. And most likely my favorite guy, which is Mookie Betts. I'd probably be him. But actually, Baltimore stacks well at first base, right? Yeah, I love Minnesota and Baltimore guys. Oh, you want me to cover NBA? Oh, man, I don't know if I can do NBA. I don't even know who's playing tonight. That's how bad it is. Who's playing NBA? I'll tell you who the top guys are, but I got 30 minutes to build these lineups, guys. You're not gonna really let me get in on these lineups, eh? Yeah, I'd like to keep Freddie Freeman in there, but if I can't do it, then we just can't do it. So first base, we got a lot of good options. Love Freddie Freeman, but Tellez is there too. Otani, Crone, Vlad, Freeman, Rizzo, Bell. So many guys. You can play Trey Mancini there though. Mountcastle. Don't mind him. Batting 5. Trey Mancini's up to batting 2 though. I might have to do a combination of. Let's just build. I'm gonna. Yeah, it won't let me build. I don't have enough money. Yeah, son of a bee. I don't want to play Odor. That is negative. All right, so we can do 2 Baltimore, 2. We need to get some more Dodgers in here. It's really hard to get Dodgers in your lineup. So we can play, we can play Lux at second for 4K. These just 3,100. These Dodgers. I might have to only do a 3-man stack on them, guys. I don't think I can do a 1, 2, 3, 4. $3,100 left. That's just tough, man. I was able to do it when Alberto was in the lineup, I think. Yeah, I could play him with Alberto because he was only 2,200. All right, guys. Yeah, we need to focus on MLB. Any more last minute questions? We're up popping a little bit more here with 17 of you in here. Hit that like button. Only half of you hit the like button today. Appreciate if we hit the like button. I'm getting hungry, actually. So maybe we got to get rid of Mookie. Probably we have to go with something like a Belly, which I like Bellinger. He's batting 7th, not bad. Lux is batting 9th though. I could upgrade Lux a little bit to like Muncy. Don't mind that. And then Chris Taylor been 8th. Maybe he's a little cheaper. Wow, I'm $100 short. Son of a bee, man. That's crazy. Wow, $100 short. From I got Miranda, Mancini, Santander, and 5 Dodgers. Taylor, Bellinger, Muncy, Turner, Will Smith. Wow. What a lineup, boys. What a lineup. But I could actually play Lux over Taylor. And boom, we're 100 ahead. Look at that. Actually, now I can play Hayes over Santander if I wanted to. Man, that's going to be a choice, huh? Santander or Hayes. Who do we like tonight? Santander projects better, but not by much. He's batting 3rd versus 4th. Basically throws in an extra at bat. Risk it with Gomber. How the early go for me? Not so good. I had Hernandez. He started out pretty good, and then he gave up a bunch of runs. So, yeah, that's how that went. I do like this stack I built right here. It's actually projected well. It's very low owned. It's got 2 Baltimore and one Minnesota, which the value stacks. I'm not saying get off the Brewers. I'm going to have a Brewers lineup, guys. That's my next build. I got 2 lineups. I'm going to do a single entry, more cash style build, a little bit higher owned. It's going to have Peralta and Gio. It's going to have some Brewers. And then we're going to figure out which bats we want to get different on because the Brewers are going to be chalky. We might change up the order of the Brewers, go with different guys. We probably want to try to get some Renfroe in there because he's 6%. I don't mind Kane at 2.8. Cartini at bat ninth. He's even 3.2. We're going to find a cheap catcher, maybe Urias. I know someone asked about that earlier. He's lower owned. So those 6, 7, 8, 9 batters are a little bit lower owned in that Brewer stack. I think that might be the way to go. Guys, we're seeing all kinds of random people hit homers. I stacked Atlanta today in a random one-off, like a $15 lineup for the large field. Stacked Atlanta, who hits a home run? Heredity hit the homer. Like, really, man? Like the night, was he batting 8th, 7th, 9th or something? It's crazy. Crazy, guys. Crazy. Thanks for hitting those likes. I really would love to get Mookie Betts in there. Maybe I drop. Oh man, I don't want to drop my pitchers. I don't want to play Hendricks. But we don't. But yeah. Yeah, buddy. So Santander's my guy for the Baltimore. I kind of like this lineup. I like Freeman today, though, guys. I really do. Maybe in my Brewer stack, I'll add 3-man Dodger stack that I don't have. So, guys, I talk about the strategy. So, what I do is I 5-man stack the Brewers. So, I got the Dodgers. I got Will Smith. I got Muncy, Turner, Bellinger, and Lux. So, what 3 guys I don't have? I don't have Justin Turner. I don't have Freddie Freeman. I don't have Mookie Betts. So, what would I do? I go lock those 3 guys in. I go I go lock those 3 in that I don't have. So now I got 8 batters, guys, of the entire Dodgers team that I think could go off. Now Freeman and Mookie hit all the homers and Justin Turner, we're good, right? And then we go grab the 2 cheap guys from Milwaukee. That's how I build my lineups. Literally talking to you guys. I like Hunter Renfroe, lower ownership. Lorenzo Cain, I don't know. We might have to grab Yelich with one of these spots. Let's go with Cain and Yelich and see where that gets us. Adames at shortstop. You know, do we like Wong or do we like? Yeah, we got to play Wong because he's second base. See how this is coming together, and we got the cheap Cartini catcher. Boom. And I'm way over on salary. Not really. $3,000 over. It's not good. Not good. Yeah, it's because I grabbed Mookie and Freeman. They're the 2 highest Dodgers. And so let's do Freeman one off. Maybe we can get away with dropping Yelich to Renfroe. Oh, McCutch is there at 4th, too. I like him. Throw McCutcheon in there. And we'll have to see about only one off Freeman. Maybe a one off on Freeman. I want all the righties. Yeah. I mean, I still go by projections on that steal. So, yeah, left-handed pitcher, you usually don't want Freeman. He projects worse. You're right. He does. But I watched Kyle Tucker hit a homer off a lefty on lefty, and I worked out for me that night. So, you know, Bellinger and Lux are both lefties as well. Muncy's a lefty. So, yeah, we do want to try to get Mookie. Maybe we one off Mookie. Let's one off Mookie, and then we'll play Tellez in this stack with the Brewers because I like Tellez. But then we got to find a different guy to get rid of. Maybe we'll get rid of Wong. I don't know. Is Muncy's in my other stack, though, right? Muncy's a lefty, though. We don't want that. Lux is lefty. All right, so we just one off Mookie Betts, which I like. Maybe you're worried about Alex Wood. Do you put a lot of emphasis on having sacks batting in a row, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, I mix it up a lot. Like I'm at like 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, or 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. You know, I do grab the 9 hitter a lot for the catcher. We got Cartini in this stack. Maybe we get rid of Cartini. Oh, actually, let's let's look at the cheap catchers today. Will Smith grades out the best. I don't mind that play. Diaz, Sanchez, Ruiz from Washington. Cartini grades out pretty good. He's up there. He's a ninth batter, though, but he does grade out decent for a batter. 3-2. I like that. So we got Kane, McCutchen, Adames, Cartini, and Tellez. And we need a second and third baseman in the stack. Who do we like? We got the Boston guys. We can go kind of chalky. We could go Devers. And then or we could go back to Miranda, let's see what it gives me here. Yeah, I like Miranda today. Guys, Miranda's probably my 2K play of the day. He's chalky, but he's liked today. Maybe a 5-1-1-1 is the goal here. Ooh, I like this one. Franco at third base for that Coors game with Polanco and Mookie. I'd like to you could get Caesar and Franco in that game, but I'm worried about the rain in that game. I'm worried about the rain. Actually, I like that. Jorge Polanco for the Twins, their value play. So, yeah, if you want to get off of Miranda, you could play Polanco at second. Who's the other guy I just had in my lineup? I swear I just had a different guy than Miranda. No, Miranda and Polanco. I like that combo. And then I got $1,000 extra bucks to spend. What are we going to do with this 1,000? Let's see about getting Yelich in the lineup. He's 4-2. I got 4-8 left. $600, boys. Where can we spend it? I don't know. Maybe Renfro. There we go. I like that. Ooh, I like that. So I built a lineup. We got a Mookie Betts one-off. We got McCutchen and Renfro, Adames, Tellez, Cartini, Peralta and Gio still our pitcher, and we got a Polanco and Miranda as the one-offs, or as two-man stack. So it's a 5-2-1. We're both build 5-2-1s. It's 6:34, guys. Any last-minute questions? I'm going to go fine-tune these lovely lineups. I'm going to run an optimal cash for you. I'm going to run a quick update here, make sure we got all the live players, check any late news that we have. No news. Game alert. Rogers Center will close roof Wednesday. But we have a roof closed, which does factor some win factors, some stacks sometimes. You are the man. Great stuff. Yeah, we dropped people, though. Everyone's over building lineups or getting a weather report. I think they're probably getting a weather report. Yeah, the Tellez combo with Wong, Miranda, Adames, Yelich, Soto. Those guys are going to be the optimal build. The optimal build is pretty high. It's about 113 for points. I'm building lineups tonight around the optimal is 113. I'm building lineups around let's see, 107 was the recent Brewers one I built. And ownership discount of 50%, 55%. Yeah, actually more than that. No, 56. 56% ownership discount on that Brewer stack I built with a Mookie one-off, Hunter Renfroe in the stack. He's no Yelich in that one at 36% owned. Good fade. I don't mind the play, though. You can play it or fade it. And then my Dodger stack comes in a lot lower at 101, so 12 points off the median, but it comes in about 110% lower owned than lower owned than what we got going. So that one's an elite ownership stack, except Miranda. He's in both lines. He sounds like a chick, I know. He's in both lineups. Galley lefty. Yeah, he doesn't grade out well. I like some of the Yanks if you can get them in. I think it's a good stack. Lefty. He does. Yeah, actually, he grades out the top 3 on the Yanks. As for lefty, he's got power. We always like to look at power. Low owned, 1% power. Okay. Xander, you like Xander, shortstop? I mean, he probably grades out the best one of the top shortstops, right? He actually is 4th. It's Trey Turner, Adames, Correa, and Bogarts. He's coming at 22% though. So, I mean, we want to go for ceiling scores anyway, right? We want to go for homers. He's got the power. He's got good upside. I like it. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go with those two lineups that I built. I'm going to try tweaking them, guys. I'm going to check the more last minute weather. I'm going to check a couple other things. I'm going to try to see if I can get some different combinations. It sucks that I'm paying up for pitching and I'm trying to get some of these big bats in. So it causes me to be on the cheap guys more, some of these same cheap guys. But as we said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. All the questions are in, guys. I'll be in the Discord. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Be in the Discord later. Let's see some more screenshots. We had a few earlier, some takedowns, K9. Let's get it tonight. Good luck, guys.